Chef Greg here with another recipe for you. We're going to do beef ribs. So we went to a local grocery store and they were calling them beef riblets. It's nothing more than the beef ribs kind of on the shorter side. Okay, they were spliced in half, a little bit of a bandsaw action. So we'll go ahead and slice these up. I went ahead and pre-peeled the membrane in the back, just like the pork ribs actually. You use a fork. You got underneath there to pull it off. A little harder on the beef rib. And then to season it up, I had a little bit of the Ben's Bangin' Brisket rub, as well as about a little bit of the honey rib rub. Kind of combine those just to kind of use it up, just to kind of give us a little bit of a sweet heat. So since these are beef, we can go a little heavier than on the pork. We'll get these seasoned up, put them back in the fridge for about a half hour or so. I've got the RT680 set at 250. Going a little higher today. I want the temperature a little warmer so that the fat will kind of render out of these, because again, beef ribs are significantly fattier than, what's up, Isabel? Significantly fattier than pork ribs, so it can stand up to a little bit higher of a heat. We'll also cook a little quicker. We don't need to cook them as long to get tender. So I'm thinking probably about 4.5, 5 hours at 250 should do us good. Depending on what they look like, I might or might not wrap them, but again, we'll keep you posted. All right, so we got these seasoned up. We'll let them sit for about a half an hour, and then we'll get them on the smoke at 250 degrees. The Recteq set at 250. Run up there. Yes. Throw it up. Good job. Beef ribs have been going for about 2.5 hours at 250. They're starting to look really good. Go ahead and get these wrapped. They're starting to get a little dark in some spots. That fat's rendered off. We'll get them wrapped up here with a little bit of barbecue sauce. And then put them back on for probably about another hour and a half. So get all 4 of these racks wrapped up and back on. These went for about an hour wrapped. I think it's time to get them unwrapped. Kind of pulled away from the bone a good bit, nice and tender looking. Get these back on for about a half hour or so longer to crisp that back up. Smell amazing. Let this go for about another 30-45 minutes. Go ahead and pull these off. Nice and smoked, caramelized. Take them inside. Alright, so our beef ribs are done. Just to recap, these are the kind of like they call them a riblet, a beef riblet, but anyway, it's a beef back rib. We went 3.5 hours at 250. We wrapped for about an hour and let them go for another hour. Unwrapped to kind of crisp them up. We seasoned them with about 50% of the Ben's Bangin' Brisket rub and the honey rib rub, so we got a little bit of a sweet heat thing going on right now. If you look, great smoke ring, good bit of flavor in there. A lot of that fat's rendered out. Just tender that pulls off the bone, doesn't fall off. Want to try a piece?
Yeah.
but really tasty. Definitely gonna try some beef ribs.